public comments? Otherwise, I'm going to turn it over and have Mr. Skiles here read the resolution. And after that, then we'll have input from the general public. Unless any of you disagree with that, then we'll have an opportunity to comment afterwards. That sound okay, gentlemen?
Perfect. Yes.
All right, and I'm going to go to legal counsel too at that point in time. All right, Mr. Skiles, would you please read the resolution in front of you?
Second Amendment dedicated county. Whereas the Second Amendment of the United States, the Constitution reads, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." And whereas the United States Supreme Court in District of Columbia versus Heller affirmed an individual's right to possess firearms unconnected with service in a militia for traditionally lawful purposes such as self-defense within the home. And whereas the United States Supreme Court in McDonald versus Chicago affirmed that the right of an individual to keep and bear arms as protected under the Second Amendment is incorporated by the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment against the states. And whereas the people of Itasca County, Minnesota derive economic benefit from all safe forms of firearm recreation, hunting, and shooting conducted within Itasca County using all types of firearms allowable under the United States Constitution. And whereas certain legislation beyond existing laws to date that has or may be introduced in the Minnesota legislature in the future, and certain legislation which has or may be introduced in the United States Congress in the future could have the effect of infringing on the rights of law-abiding citizens to keep and bear arms as guaranteed by the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution. And whereas the Itasca County Board of Commissioners is concerned about the passage of any new legislation containing language which could be interpreted as infringing the rights of citizens of Itasca County to keep and bear arms. And whereas the Itasca County Board of Commissioners wishes to express its deep commitment to the rights of all citizens of Itasca County to keep and bear arms. And whereas the Itasca County Board of Commissioners wishes to express opposition to any law in the future beyond existing laws to date that would unconstitutionally restrict the rights of the citizens of Itasca County to keep and bear arms. And whereas the Itasca County Board of Commissioners wishes to express its intent to stand as a county dedicated to the Second Amendment rights and to oppose, within the limits of the Constitution of the United States and the state of Minnesota, any efforts to the future of unconstitutionally restricting such rights. Now therefore be it resolved by the County Board of Commissioners of Itasca County that the Itasca County Board of Commissioners hereby declares Itasca County, Minnesota as a Second Amendment dedicated county, and that the Itasca County Board of Commissioners hereby expresses its intent to uphold the Second Amendment rights of the citizens of Itasca County, Minnesota, and that the Itasca County Board of Commissioners hereby declares its intent to oppose any infringement on the right of law-abiding citizens to keep and bear arms by opposing any new laws in the future that would unconstitutionally restrict the rights of the citizens of Itasca County to keep and bear arms.
At this time, Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion that we adopt this resolution.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second from Mr. Venema. Any other discussion from this board? Without hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Same sign opposed. This passes. People, thank you so much.